Welcome to the Born for Better podcast, where it's about better health, better wealth, and better self. And I'm your host, Devin Dewan. And today, what I'd like to talk to you all about is matching the process with the outcome. All right. So here's the deal. There's so many things that we could want, but we have to understand how to go about it. But even before we can understand how to go about it, we gotta start to literally look into researching what does this entail, right? If we're wanting a certain outcome, but we don't have the right information, chances are we're not going to get the outcome that we desire, or at the very best, we'll partially get what we desire, but it won't be everything that we intended for it to be. And so we have to really start to, seek out the right information. And then once you have that information, then you can start focusing on the how, like how are we going to implement this? How are we going to go about this? So, I had a talk with one of my clients, and they were looking for a certain result. Now, the funny thing is, they got results in so many other areas, but it wasn't their main focus. These areas were important to them, but it wasn't their main focus. And so I would always come to them and ask them about that main focus, So let's just say that the main focus is nutrition, right? Or should I say that the main outcome is weight loss? Let's go with that. So the main outcome is weight loss, right? But everything else that they were doing, it wasn't centered around weight loss. It was centered around workouts. It was centered around healthier behavior patterns. It was centered around developing a certain mindset. It was centered around functionality. It was centered around a lot of good things, right? But it wasn't centered around weight loss. Now, what I'm getting at is the process in which they were going through did not equate to the outcome that they wanted. So the process that they were going to, it was helping them establish better thought patterns to have a better mindset. It was having them establish more range of motion, being able to be well balanced, well coordinated. It was allowing them to be more functional overall. It was allowing them to have less pain doing certain daily activities. Now, again, this stuff is awesome. And by the way, just in case I didn't mention this in previous podcasts before, so I'm a trainer, I'm a coach, wellness consultant. I do all of these different things because I want to see people get better, be better. I also am involved in personal development, speaking positivity over people, speaking life over people like that. That's the key for me. And because I'm on my own personal wellness development journey, that's what I want to help everyone else with. So there's different areas of development. I mean, you talk about anything from the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, the physical, the social, the financial, etc. All of these are just different areas of wellness. And I love to help people with this holistic approach to a person's wellness. And so kind of getting back into the story here. So they were achieving a lot of good things, but the process in which they were undergoing, once again, did not match the outcome in which they desired, because every time I would approach them about it, they said, I'm not ready for that. Maybe another time. Too soon. And so instead of delving into the process they needed to delve into to meet their number one goal, they decided to say, I'm going to put it off. Now, what happened? After several months, they got better at doing lunges and squats and they got stronger, and like I said, the daily activities they were better at doing without any pain, and just had better overall performance in their day-to-day life, which again is a beautiful thing. However, it still did not get them the desired outcome that they wanted. So what am I saying? I'm saying that in order to achieve a certain thing, we have to do a certain thing. We have to match the process with the outcome. So if the process, or should I say, if the outcome is weight loss, then the process has to concern nutrition. There is no outrunning the bad diet. There is no I'm gonna just fast my way to death, and I'm going to succeed in having a healthy body. You may lose weight, but I mean also with severe fasting, there's consequences to that as well. But that's another story for another day. What I'm saying is, if we don't have the proper process in place to follow, the proper protocols to follow, then it's not going to yield us the outcome in which we desire. So, with that being said, if you are wanting something right now, and it could be anything, I use the fitness as an example, but let's say, for instance, it's a promotion you desire at your job, right? Well, you got to ask yourself, okay, what is it that I need to do in order to get this promotion? So maybe you got to start asking around with management, like what metrics do I need to hit in order to gain this promotion, or what traits do I need to have myself as in what type of character do I need to carry in order to get to the next level, or what type of skill sets do I need to acquire to get to the next level? Because when you find out the right information, you can then implement it. This goes into the how, and you'll figure out the how once you have the right information. And I'm sure other people will be willing to tell you how they did it in order to get to that next level. So you'll figure out the how. You have all of that wisdom within you to figure out the how. But without the right information, it's just not going to work. So you ask around, you get all of this information, and then you take that and you put it, to good use toward the outcome you desire, which is that promotion. Now, as I always say, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to my reflection. So I'm not telling you nothing that I haven't done or am currently doing, or I've done it in one area of my life, and then I have to take that same formula and apply it to another area that I'm weak at, right? So this is what I'm doing, and this is also, something that hopefully benefits you who's listening to this information here. But when you say, okay, let me go get that right information, I'm going to, and then I'm going to figure out the how, and then you start to execute on that. Eventually, over time, with consistent effort, you're going to get to the desired outcome you want. Now, will you get to it as fast as you would like? Probably not. But that's okay, because you're still working your way toward it, right? And that's the key. So you got to match the process with the outcome, right? Or let's say, for instance, you saying, okay, I want to go on this trip, right? But it's a nice vacation abroad somewhere. And it's a few $1,000s for this trip, but you've always wanted to go. It's a dream trip. It's going to probably take you 2 years to save up for it. Like, that's how big this thing is. Well, if you're constantly going out to eat, spending money, if you're constantly going shopping, spending money, if you're constantly spending frivolously, unnecessarily, in 2 years, do you believe that you'll have the outcome you desire? Probably not, right? So you have to match the process with the outcome. That means, okay, I got to cut back from eating at those restaurants. That means I'm not doing that much shopping. I'm more disciplined. I don't really need that item. I don't really need this material. That means that, okay, maybe I set up a fund where money is automatically going into without me being a part of that process so that I am not prone to wanting to spend it, right? So this is what you do to set yourself up for success. So then when 2 years later comes, you have the funds to go on your dream vacation because you matched the process with the outcome. So that's my encouragement here today is if it is something that you desire in your life, match that process with the outcome. Some things will happen in a few days, depending on, it depends on how intricate the process is. It depends on how also big the desired outcome is. Something super, super small, you probably get accomplished in a few days. But then the bigger the desired outcome is, the more intricate the process, it's probably going to take a little bit longer, right? It's probably going to take a little bit longer. Probably going to take a few weeks, few months, and it could potentially take a few years. And sometimes we're not ready to hear that because we desire the instant gratification. Sometimes we want it right now. And listen, I understand. Some things I desire right now. I don't think nobody's above that. I think it's just a part of, in modern society today, it's just part of a human character, man. We just want stuff right now. We want that feeling of fulfillment. Like, yes, it's finally done. It's finally complete. But anything truly worthwhile takes a while. So, that's something for us all to remember. And as always, I close with this. Remember, do better is an action. Be better is a lifestyle. I'm your host, Devin DeWine. Until next time, take care. By the way, if you like the information, if you like the storytelling, if you like what you're hearing, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share it, ring the notification bells and whistles and all of that fun stuff. And I'll see you here in the next episode. Take care.